My father-in-law was helping my husband's mistress try on a $4,000 wedding dress, and he was paying for it with my credit card. I'm Sheila. I'm 34, and on a random Tuesday in March, I watched my life crack open on a sidewalk in downtown Reno. I had a dentist appointment that afternoon at Dr. Pettin's office on South Virginia Street, the one with the water fountain that sounds like a faucet left running. I had been looking forward to it all week. Not because I love dental work, but because it meant leaving the office 2 hours early. 20 minutes before my appointment, the receptionist called. Dr. Pettin had a family emergency. Could I reschedule? I could. I decided to walk instead, get a coffee, enjoy the March sun cutting through the winter gray. Curtis thought I'd be at the dentist until 5. My boss thought I'd be gone for the day. So I walked down South Virginia Street with a vanilla latte in hand, passing the old movie theater, the Thai store where Curtis and I used to eat, and Bellini's Bridal Boutique. Through the window, I saw Vernon Combs, my father-in-law, 68, retired car dealership owner, adjusting the veil on a woman who was definitely not his wife. She was laughing, touching his arm like they shared some secret. I thought maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was a niece or a family friend. Then he pulled out a gold American Express card, the exact card I had given Curtis for emergencies. I knew that card. I paid for it. Every month, I transferred money from our joint account to cover his charges. I never questioned it because I trusted him. The woman spun in the mirror, and Vernon smiled like a proud father. But this wasn't his daughter. I stood there, my latte shaking, and I realized I was not okay. I walked away before they could see me. That night, Curtis came home at 7:30, complaining about a client in Sparks, kissed my forehead, grabbed a beer, and asked what was for dinner. I said chicken. He ate it while watching ESPN. I watched him and thought, who are you? At 11:15, when Curtis was snoring in the guest bedroom, I opened my laptop and logged into American Express. My hand shook as I typed the password wrong twice. When the account loaded, I scrolled through 14 months of charges I had never checked. Golf club dues, business lunches, small gadgets, I expected that. But then came Riverside Luxury Apartments, $2,650 every month. Sparks Lexus, $687. Monthly lease for a car that wasn't parked at our house. Sullivan's Steakhouse, hundreds per meal. Brennan's Fine Jewelry, $2,840 for a tennis bracelet. Venmo transfers to someone named Lacey Gray, over $1,200 per month. I added it up 3 times. In 14 months, Curtis had spent nearly $64,000 on someone else using my credit card. While I worked 50-hour weeks, paid the bills, made chicken dinners, he lived a different life. Betrayal doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like food poisoning. Your body knows something is wrong before your brain catches up. I used to feel sorry for Curtis, imagining him alone and stressed on the road, eating fast food. Now I knew the truth. The next 2 weeks, I became someone I didn't recognize. I smiled at Curtis, asked about his day, laughed at his jokes. At night, after he disappeared into the guest bedroom, I investigated. The American Express statements were just the start. I mapped patterns. Every charge to Sullivan's Steakhouse was when he was supposedly showing properties. Every Nordstrom purchase matched a golf weekend. The Riverside Luxury Apartment was a 2-bedroom on the 9th floor. The Lexus, a 2022 model in caviar black, was leased in his name but paid with my card. He was making payments on a car someone else drove while I was paying off a Subaru Forester with a cracked windshield. Every lie, every expense, every smile Curtis gave me was a performance. Every dollar I earned, every hour I worked, funded a life he built with someone else. And his father? Helping him every step of the way. I realized then that my world, the life I had thought was mine, had been built on deception. I didn't know how to process it yet, but one thing was clear, nothing would ever be the same. My father-in-law was helping my husband's mistress try on a $4,000 wedding dress, and he was paying for it with my credit card. I'm Sheila, 34, and on a Tuesday in March, I watched my life crack open on a sidewalk in downtown Reno. Let me start from the beginning. I had a dentist appointment at Dr. Pettin's office on South Virginia Street. I liked it only because it meant leaving work early. But 20 minutes before the appointment, they called to reschedule. So I decided to walk, get a coffee, enjoy the March sun. Curtis thought I'd be at the dentist until 5. My boss thought I'd be gone all day. I walked past the old movie theater, the Thai store, and then Bellini's Bridal Boutique. Through the window, I saw Vernon Combs, my father-in-law, helping a young blonde woman try on a wedding dress. She was laughing, touching his arm. Then he pulled out a gold American Express card, the exact card I had given Curtis for emergencies. I paid that card every month. I trusted him. It wasn't his daughter. I stood there, my latte shaking. I walked away before they could see me. That night, Curtis came home, Complained about a client, kissed my forehead, drank a beer, asked what was for dinner. I said chicken. He ate while watching ESPN. I watched him and thought, who are you? At 11:15, when he was snoring in the guest bedroom, I opened my laptop and logged into American Express. My hands shook. I scrolled through 14 months of charges. Riverside Luxury Apartments, $2,650 per month. Sparks Lexus, $687. Sullivan Steakhouse, hundreds per meal. Brennan's Jewelry, $2,840. Venmo transfers to someone named Lacey Gray, over $1,200 per month. In 14 months, Curtis spent nearly $64,000 on someone else using my credit card. Betrayal doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like food poisoning. My body knew before my brain. The next 2 weeks, I acted normal. Smiled at Curtis, asked about his day, laughed at his jokes. At night, I investigated. I mapped the charges, matched them with Curtis's calendar. Every restaurant, jewelry store, apartment payment lined up with days he wasn't supposed to be home. Vernon wasn't just aware of the affair. He was helping. He picked up jewelry, arranged deliveries, even went dress shopping with the mistress, all while I was paying the bills. I found Lacey's Instagram at 1 a.m., 28 years old, 2,400 followers, posts of the apartment, the car, the jewelry, all paid for with my money. One photo made me stop. Her wrist had my Cartier watch, the one Curtis claimed he lost. She posted it like it was hers. Curtis's iPad synced to our iCloud. I saw messages going back 8 months. Lacey asking when Curtis would leave me. Curtis promising soon. By January, she threatened to walk away if he didn't decide. 2 weeks ago, she demanded a timeline. Curtis sent a photo of a ring, not mine, new, probably on my credit card. The wedding dress made sense. Curtis wasn't just cheating. He was planning a whole new life, funded by me. I should have been devastated. I was, in a way, but mostly I was something else. Curtis called me controlling in messages to Lacey. This is the man whose girlfriend's life he funded with my checks. I had something Lacey didn't. Every part of the life she enjoyed, the apartment, the car, the dinners, the jewelry, depended on me continuing to pay the bills. The moment I stopped, it would all collapse.